announce, counsel, you on this side.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Judge.
No problem. All right, this plea bargain page is, let's go off the record. All right, so there's an issue with the plea bargain. The plea bargain says punishments be assessed at 2 years. It doesn't say whether or not the state is opposed to the application or recommending probation.
On the bottom, below the line.
No. They say, I mean, but they're still supposed to say, I mean, are you all silent?
State recommends.
All right,
We discussed that a few minutes ago.
all right.
Below the line. No, my initials on two, Judge.
Yes, please. All right, we're back on the record. So you're here for sentencing. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending community supervision. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the prison. And they're requesting that your community supervision also be for a length of 2 years. Have both parties had a chance to review the top evaluation and PSI report, state?
Yes, Judge.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection, state?
No, Judge.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So according to the TAP evaluation, they're recommending inpatient treatment. It appears that you do need inpatient treatment. Do you agree with that?
Should.
Right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Gregory Gonzalez related.
All right, so they're asking for inpatient treatment and state you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
It appears that you do need treatment. And the reason why I say that is you have previous history where you didn't do well on probation. Your probation was revoked. You were sentenced. And a lot of your cases, they're all drug cases except for a couple. And in one case, I think this is wrong. They said you were sentenced to 1 year in prison, but I believe that's supposed to be 1 year state jail facility. And then there's another one where you're sentenced to 3 years in prison, and all of this is from drug use. So it appears to the court that you do need inpatient treatment. So here's the thing. I can follow your agreement. You're going into inpatient treatment. You're going to remain in custody, going to transfer you to inpatient treatment. I can ask that he also be referred to felony drug court. Felony drug court, of course, is at capacity. They may have room for him. They may not. They may put him on a waiting list. But I think he needs inpatient treatment. So I can do that. Or if you say, you know what, I don't want to do this at all. They've already agreed, according to your plea bargain agreement, that your minimum, well, the maximum amount of sentence I can give you is 2 years. So you're going into somebody's inpatient treatment program. So if you don't want to do that, tell me now, and I'll just send you to prison for the 2 years. All right, off the record for a moment. Bashan, I'm going to send you an email. It's unrelated to this case. I think that person is trying to go to RMS for testing. Oh, she's still here. Hi. No, she's not. My glasses are off. Oh, that is not you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to send it to you because I think she went somewhere else. So I sent you the email. All right, we're back on the record. So you have a choice. If you want to go to prison, I can send you to prison for 2 years. Otherwise, I'm following this recommendation for inpatient treatment. I'll do, like I say, I'll do a referral to felony drug court. If felony drug court is at capacity or they don't accept you, you'll be going to inpatient treatment because that's what they're recommending.
The judge, there was another, while you were doing that other matter, he was asking about his good time. I can't promise him a good time other than the time he's been. His back time, he's been in jail since December 3rd.
I mean, the only thing I can give you credit for is time that you were in custody, whether they're giving you 2 for 1 or whatever they're doing at the jail, that's completely up to the jail. If I sentence you to 2 years in prison, that's saying at most you're going to get 2 years in prison. So no one can give you more than the 2 years that I will sentence you to. Now, whether someone is giving you good time credit or giving you, counted it as less, technically as less than the 2 years, that's up to the institution. I have no control over that.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
First on the south side, I'll give it 2-for-1.
Okay, but DDC, they may give it to you. She's trying to do it. She can't keep on with you. All she can do is give you the back down to do something. It could be 6 months.
So for example, if you have been at the Bear County Jail for 6 months, and I say you get credit for any time that you've been in custody, at least you're getting 6 months. Now, if the jail is doing 2-for-1, 3-for-1, or whatever they're doing, that's completely up to the jail. So there's no good for you to write me a letter and say, hey, I was supposed to get, 8 months credit because I was supposed to be getting 2-for-1 or 3-for-1 at the jail. That's the jail's calculation. The only thing that I can say is, this is what you're getting credit for.
And in this case, would be back to December 3rd.
Okay, and then felony drug court.
Only drug court will be a conditional.
You said that you would recommend felony drug court?
Yeah, but felony drug court may not be able to accept you because they may be at capacity. And if they're at capacity, you'll be placed on a waiting list and they'll probably send you to inpatient treatment until they have a space for you. And that's a 2-year program. So I will place you on probation for at least 3 years because that program is 2 years. And if you successfully complete that program, sometimes they'll recommend that your probation be terminated early because you successfully completed their program. But their program is a minimum of 2 years.
Judge, he would like to apply for drug court.
All right, but here's the thing. I want you to hear me and internalize what I'm saying because it sounds like you really want to do drug court. I can't force drug court to accept you. If they're at capacity, then they're at capacity. But when drug court interviews you, you need to be 100% honest with them. You understand?
Yes.
All right. So this is what the court will do. The court will sentence you. I'm sorry, because another judge took this plea. Did he enter a plea of no contest or guilty?
Believe it's guilty.
I'm sorry?
Guilty.
All right. And for the record, the court did read the stipulations and the court is finding that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in prison, suspended and probated for 3 years. With regards to the drug testing, they're saying that, I think I've read it somewhere. They're saying that it's $220 for drug testing. Are you in agreement with that amount? That seems very high.
Well, I was gonna ask that it's normally 65 in that neighborhood. Maybe we got a new lab that charges the county a little more. Gregory says he'll abide by that price.
Okay.
That's a little.
It was a little.
Yeah,
high,
it's a little steep there.
Yeah.
65. I saw 220 and I was thinking maybe it ran 3 tests. I don't know.
All right, so we'll do 200, but I'm not giving you a fine, so $220 for drug testing. And that's to be given to SAPD. In custody, the following. There's a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted in felony drug court, then presided. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Field visits one time per month for 6 months. 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
12. She just turned 12 this month, or last month.
All right, there's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. Once he completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. All right, probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel that you're going to use or that you are maybe backsliding, heading into relapse, pick up the phone, call your probation officer. Your attorney will tell you that once you're placed on probation in this court, I'm hoping that you're going to be successful. Everybody wants you to be successful. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I take no pleasure in sending people to prison, but he will tell you, I will send people to prison, but I take no joy in doing that. So you need to be clean and sober for your 12-year-old. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your 12-year-old. You should be doing it by yourself, but if not, do it for your 12-year-old. And if you don't get your life together and be clean and sober, somebody else is going to raise your child. She's going to be calling somebody else dad, not you. And then the last thing you want is for somebody to have to identify your body because you've overdosed or somebody is visiting you at the jail. I don't think you want your daughter to have to come visit you at the jail, right? So where you are now in your life, hopefully it's not where you're going to end up. We're all on this journey of self-improvement. So this is a chance for you to improve yourself. I know you've been unsuccessful on probation before, gone to prison before, but this is another chance, an opportunity for you to do better, okay? All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Judge.
Okay, and you know what? And he's clean.
Yeah, he should be. I was gonna ask you, on the thing. I don't know. I had one client that asked about, have you used?
Mhm.
Well, not since I got out of jail. Sure, the police once were.
Yeah.
But I heard you on a quote. Tell the truth, damn the devil.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah,
is that
tell the
what-
truth, shame the devil.
Oh, shame the devil.
Yeah.